I gotta say, I'm actually quite nervous about this one because about 2 months ago, I bought the Tifa version, the first one with the purple dress, and it had a lot of issues. Not only did the holes in her feet not line up with the pegs in the base, but the pegs in the base were too big for the holes in the feet. And that's a really shitty thing to happen to a figure that is so expensive. I did film it, but when I realized that, I just stopped recording because there was no point in continuing to sit there being bummed out. Wait a second. Wait, do you see that? That doesn't... small one, right foot. This does not make sense. So that video is never gonna come out. You'll see it in this video, but there's no video of the Tifa specifically. I'm not making a big deal out of the box. It's a nice box. It's pretty cool. You can see it's Don Corneo's thing in the background there. I just want to get it out and see that nothing's wrong. That's like my main concern. Plus, everyone just clicks through to whenever I unbox the thing anyway, so. All right. I must say, it's a good looking figure though. Okay, now I'm gonna do something. Don't fucking judge, okay? We're all curious. Okay, we can't see it. That's a good thing. Never mind. It's quite heavy actually, and can it stand on its own? No. And it's actually leaning a bit, which is a complaint that I saw someone else had on a review. The moment of truth. Whew. This is scary now, okay? Come on. Oh, thank God. But is it leaning? No! Well done. I'm so relieved. I can finally, like, see it. It's a good looking figure. Oh, I feel so much lighter now, knowing that I didn't get two shitty ones. I think in terms of detail and accuracy to the game and stuff, this might be the best Cloud figure that I have. And I was curious to see, you know, in an earlier video, I mentioned how the static arts of Cloud that's coming out later this year actually has changes from the game. So I was guessing that it was the Rebirth design for Cloud because they have changed his hair. And I look at this one, the hair is still accurate to remake because this side is shorter than this side, which is opposite of what it was in the original. In the static arts of Cloud that I suspect is from Rebirth, this side is longer than this side. And I'm talking about these strands of hair that are going down like this. That looks great. The subtle makeup looks good. The expression is pretty good, pretty accurate. The lips.
Those eyes.
There's a bit of a seam there, but you wouldn't really notice it if it wasn't for these lights. His hair looks kinda shiny. See that? It looks more shiny in real life than it does on the video. Interesting. This is a great figure. I'm really happy about this. This has redeemed this line for me. And this is a great color, by the way. I kind of wish that Cloud looked like this, that this was Cloud's color, like he had in the original. It's like a mix between the two. That's a great color mix, actually. Oh wow, the arms, that's an actual texture. You see that? All these bumps? It's like lizard skin when you touch it. It's pretty cool. All right, let's put them in the collection. And here we are in Cloud's part of the collection. You're only seeing, you know, half of it, or barely half of it, I think. Most of the figures are actually above here, up on this shelf, and all the way almost up to the ceiling of this room. So, as you can see, he's sharing his shelf with Zack and the Chocobos. I had set up this space here, and I had it ready for everyone related to Shinra in a way. So I was gonna have Rufus, Rude, Reno, Roach, all the characters that start with an R for some reason. I just realized that. What the hell? And also obviously the two different Rinra Roopers, the Red Rooper and the regular Rooper. But they're releasing so many figures of Cloud now that I'm gonna have to just use this space for Cloud and maybe Sephiroth, because this is the beginning of Sephiroth's shelf. Rufus and the others just have to find some other place to be. Ooh. The base is quite big actually, and something that becomes quite obvious when you put him under lights like this is that his hair is actually translucent. It's not the first figure to have translucent hair, but it is the first in my collection, except like the obvious ones, the ones that look like this, that the whole thing is translucent, you know? And while we're at it, we can compare this static arts to this one. It's a smaller scale. It really shows how much more detailed this one is compared to this one, because at least here in this one, the eyes are sculpted. And not here. You can definitely see if you look from this angle, you can see that the eyes are not sculpted. They're just flat where the eyes should be, and then they have printed eyes over them. And the hair has so much more detail than this. And here you can see Tifa has found her place as well. She's in her collection, and she just barely fits within her shelf there. If she was half a centimeter taller, she wouldn't be able to fit in there. So that's lucky. I'll have to improvise and see what to do whenever I get the rest of her static arts, because she's getting 3 versions with all the dresses and stuff. So that's interesting to see whenever that comes out. By the way, one last thing about these legs and how they didn't line up with the pegs and everything. The force that I had to pull on them to make them fit in, and the fact that I had to make the hole bigger by drilling into it and actually taking away material to make it fit, that made me think, okay, I'm not leaving this on the shelf overnight. I'm putting it on the ground with pillows around it, because I actually thought that the force was just gonna push it out of the peg and it was gonna go and get damaged. So yeah, lots of problems with this one. Okay, I've moved some stuff around now, and since this is basically the middle of my collection, I think it's very fitting to have like the best looking pieces bang in the middle. And so the new figure is all the way up here, almost by the ceiling. And this is my 35th Cloud figure, without counting duplicates or spares or anything like that. And I am getting close to 200 unique figures overall, and I really want to show you everything. Like, I can show you now, just pixelate it. There's so much empty space that I really want to fill out, and if you want to see that, stick around.